With the 24th pick, the Dallas Cowboys select.
Who are we selecting, guys? Shout out to everybody joining us live here. It is Walk the Mock 1.0. We did this at the end of last draft season, and we're going to kick it off here early. All right, so first one of the season, we're going to do a two-rounder. If you didn't join us last year, you're in for a treat. This is a pretty fun simulator. It's my favorite one, and we'll get input for you. So we're going to do 2 rounds, like I said, and we're going to jump right into it. The serious Dallas until I die. It's a fact. Jack. All right. So let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and get into our draft room. Let me get this thing going, guys. It's going to kick off at 9 o'clock, so I want to make sure we get in there on time. So let's go ahead and get this window sharing. There we go. I'm going to move over here. We're going to jump into here. Let me see. We're going to add this on the stream. And I'm going to go here to the top. There we go. All right. Here we go, guys. 2-round mock draft. Let's see if anybody else is in the room. It'll just be us tonight. The computer, the AI, will do the rest. All right. So let's get in here. All right. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Haven't ranked these yet. I'll probably do my own rankings. This is going to be the Walk the Mock rankings that we're going to work with tonight. So we'll see here. Off the rip, we're going 2 rounds tonight. So who are your favorites for the first round? Do you have any favorites for the second round? Let me know in the comments if you have any favorites for the first round pick. We are doing 1-minute picks, so we'll be able to talk through this as we get to our pick. So sit back, enjoy the night. Thursday night. It's a bit chilly over here in Texas, and we're gonna have a good time here. We're gonna have a good old time, baby. Can't wait for this to get going. Shout out to everybody in the chat box. Asmodeus, what's up, bro? We got Scotty Carver in the box. Primetime Phil up in here. Ryan Doyle, do appreciate you very much. Eric Montoya. Yeah, Mario Flores, good to see you in the house. Craig English and everybody that's catching this on the replay. It's gonna be fun, baby. It's gonna be fun. All right. Yeah, so let's see. We got some thoughts here on the chat. All right. We are 15 seconds away from the draft getting going, baby. So here we go. Let me get onto the other screen here. All right. Here we go. Jacksonville's about to make the pick. They're on the clock. Okay. So Jacksonville's on the clock. Who do you guys think they're going to take? For me, if I'm these guys, I would really consider giving Trevor Lawrence some protection. You know, Evan Neal, I think would be good as a right tackle. I don't like him as a left. Ikwanu, I think he's a good left or right. I do like him a lot. And obviously, your pass rushers, Thibodeau or Hutchinson. Who do you like? Do you like Thibodeau more or Hutchinson? I think I like Thibodeau a little bit more. The production is actually there. Hutchinson kind of scares me with the low production. You know what I mean? So here we go. What the heck? This is why Sean Khan probably should sell the team. I mean, that would be an utter disaster if Jacksonville took Derek Stingley number 1. But that's interesting. This is that's what the simulations are all about. Shaking it up, baby, shaking it up. So Detroit is on the clock. Campbell is the coach there. Who would they take there? They're getting a first look at this Senior Bowl, so they might have a good look here. Probably defense, I would think. They got Penei Sewell last year. Do they go defense this year? See what they do. Detroit Lions pick is in. Let's see who they got. Thibodeau. Okay. Good pick. Good pick there. Okay. So Detroit picked up Thibodeau. The Texans are on the clock. All right. So Brian Flores, will he be the coach there? All right. There was rumors last year that while Brian Flores was the coach of Miami, Deshaun Watson wanted to play for Brian Flores. So, you heard about Josh McCown possibly being the head coach there. Now it looks like Brian Flores is the front runner there again. So do they, in fact, keep Deshaun Watson if Brian Flores joins them? I think it's going to be an interesting offseason for the Texans. But who do they take here? I think they got to go Hutchinson here, I think, possibly. See what they do. Okay. Pick is in. George Karlaftis. Interesting. What's interesting about this pick, Karlaftis, is that I think I think this could happen in the real draft. Hutchinson is the early pick, but like I said, the thing that scares me about Hutchinson is the numbers are not there. It's almost Taco Charlton-ish, if I want to be real. Like he does bring pressure, you know what I mean? But I've always leaned on the production, the numbers. If they did it in college, they'll do it in the pros. So that's really a boom or bust for Hutchinson. We see him dropping in this mock draft. Karlaftis with the pick. Interesting. The Jets are on the clock. Who do you think they're going to take? I think they'll go Kyle Hamilton here. Maybe somebody in the secondary, possibly. There goes Aiden Hutchinson. Okay. So they took him. Jets went ahead and took him. I guess they saw the value there, and they couldn't pass it up. Okay, let's scroll up a little bit more here. We got the Giants coming up here, close to back-to-back picks. Giants are on the clock. They got a new GM. They got Brian Daboll as their head coach, offensive coordinator. Do they go offense here? I think maybe they get Evan Neal here. But for me, put him at right tackle. All right. I'm hearing at the Senior Bowl that the GMs are saying the same thing. GMs at the Senior Bowl are saying that they really like Evan Neal at right tackle, not so much as a left. Let's see what the Giants do here. Okay, on the clock, first pick. Evan Neal, there he is. Okay. That's a good pick there. All right. Now, from the Cowboys' point of view, you would want them to put him at left tackle, okay, and let our guys rip him up because he just is not as good at left. He's way better as a right, and that would serve him well. All right. The Panthers are on the clock, right? Took J.C. Horn last year. Did they regret passing on Rashawn Slater? Okay. So, he got kind of ripped there. Matt Rule got kind of ripped on the comments about Rashawn Slater not taking him. Do they go offense here or do they go defense? Kyle Hamilton's still on the board. That would be a good pick if they want to go defense. Maybe they go to offensive line because I think they need offensive line help. You know. See what we got here. Pick is in. Devin Lloyd. Interesting. Devin Lloyd. Everybody wants the next Micah Parsons. Some people are comparing Devin Lloyd, similar skill set, measurables, this type of thing. There's only one Micah though. Okay, so Devin Lloyd, pretty good player though. You know, definitely not as fast though. Definitely not as fast. So it'll be interesting to see what Devin Lloyd's 40 will be. I don't think he's as athletic. I mean, I do like him. You know, don't get me wrong. I would take him. So that's a good pick for them. Giants are back on the clock. They took Evan Neal. Daniel Jones to the quarterback. Do they go quarterback here? Kyle Hamilton's still on the clock, on the board, and Garrett Wilson as well if they want to go wide receiver. Let's see what the Giants do here with the second pick. I don't know how I feel about that pick there. Another possible boomer bust for the Michigan. Honestly, could he be better than Aiden Hutchinson? There's conversation as far as like David Ojabo or Aiden Hutchinson. You know, what flavor do you like? Was he successful because of Ojabo and vice versa? So there's that conversation there. So Falcons are now on the clock. They took Kyle Pitts last year in the first round. Who did they take this year? All right. Do they want to get younger at quarterback? All the quarterbacks are still on the board, and we're 18 picks into the draft. I mean, eight picks, excuse me. Let's see what they got. Falcons, 8 pick. Garrett Wilson. Interesting. Word on the street is Calvin Ridley will be available for trade. So, you know, interesting there. That's the word coming out of Mobile in the Senior Bowl. Calvin Ridley could be available. So that makes sense. You know, give Matt Ryan some fresh receivers there. You know, they've kind of churned it over. All right, you got Kyle Pitts. Bringing Garrett Wilson. I think Garrett Wilson is your number one wide receiver right now as it stands. So Denver is on the clock. John Elway. All right. Got a new head coach there. Where do they go? Excuse me. See what we got here, guys. Denver on the clock. Kyle Hamilton. Nice pick. Then Denver bolstering the defense there. You know, they have a pretty good defense, and I think that's a mega steal there for Hamilton to fall to. So that pick there at number 9. Jets are back on the clock. This is their second first-round pick. All right. Jets' first pick was Aiden Hutchinson. Back on the clock at 10. Who would you give the Jets here, guys? Who do you think they're going to go with here? They took Aiden with that pick. They got Mekhi Becton. Linderbaum is there. Olave. So got tons of talent still available here. See what they do. See what we got here. Jets. Jets. Cornerback. All right. Interesting. Interesting pick there indeed. I like that Clemson cornerback. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay. They went defense there. Washington Commanders, bros. What do you think about that name? It sounds really awkward. Sounds real XFL-ish to me. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Who do they go here? They got Taylor Heineke or Tyler Heineke. Getting long in the tooth, 28, 29 years old. Hasn't really done anything. Is this the first quarterback off the board? See what they do here. Pick 11, 20, 22, mock draft. The pick is in, bro. Washington Commanders. Tyler Linderbaum, bro. Wow. Went pretty high, but could happen, bro. Could happen. It's very high for a center, but he's clearly the number one center in this draft. It's not even close. A lot of us want him to fall to 24. I would be. I think it's possible, but this could happen. Somebody might want him. Offensive line, a premium position, all of them. A right tackle nowadays is just as important as a left tackle. Your center, just as important as your guards now. You know what I mean? So you need that player to spearhead that group. So could happen. Minnesota on the clock. Who do they pick? Let's see who they take. This could be the offensive line. Maybe this is one. Let's see. Trevon Walker. Okay. Defense. Loading it up, bro. Loading it up. Yeah. Minnesota known for their defense, the purple people eaters back in the day. All right. Not bad. I think Dane Brugler has him going in the middle of the first round, around the 15th pick or somewhere like that. So pretty close. Could happen. Browns are on the clock. I think receiver goes here. You got rid of Odell. Landry is unreliable. He's always hurt. Njoku, I think he's going to be a free agent. So you got to get Mayfield some weapons. All right. Let's see who comes off the board. I would go Burks here myself. Pick is in. Marvin Lyle. I don't know. How do you guys feel about Marvin Lyle? Are you high on him? Do you think he's worthy of a pick that high? I don't know. Seems like a Browns pick, though. You know what I mean? A slight reach. I don't know if I like Lyle that high. But definitely could see the Browns doing that. The Ravens are on the clock. All right. Known for their defense. Offense, they could go receiver here too. They've been searching for receivers for a very long time. Could this be receiver? Let's see what we got. Ravens. Pick is in. See what they do. Good pick there. Give Lamar Jackson some protection. The young quarterback, Lamar Jackson still has a lot of gas in the tank. Only 25 years old, so go on that run there if they can. All right. Okay, so that's good. I think that's a good pick for them. Going to the 14th, that would be interesting to me. I don't know that he'll fall that deep. Like I said, he could go up. I mean, Linderbaum went ahead of him. That's interesting. Now, we get the Eagles on the clock, back-to-back picks. Okay, this is real. This is the actual draft order. There haven't been any trades. This is the real draft order, guys. So Eagles do have back-to-back first-round picks here. Okay, their pick is in. Let me laugh, okay? What are they going to take? Oh, no! I wouldn't like that pick. That's a good pick for them. I hate to say it, but that's a good pick for them. Nakobe Dean off the board, guys. Did not make it. I know some fans want him to possibly be there for the Cowboys at 24. Would he be there? I don't think that he would. I think a lot of people will see a lot of Roquan Smith traits there. Just a tackling machine, somewhere that you add onto somebody's defense. You know, it's gonna bolster that defense. So good pick there. They're back on the clock here with the 16th pick. Philadelphia Eagles. Do they go wide receiver here? Do they go defense again? Let's see what they do. Let's see what we got here. The pick is in. 16th pick. 16th pick. Eagles. That would be something, man. That would be something if they that's two back-to-back bolster picks there. I'm a big fan of Cam Thomas. The production's there, the motor's there. He's one of the picks that I talked about early on so far, Cam Thomas. And you like to see that. Like I said, you like to see the production there. So Dean, Thomas, interesting there. Chargers are on the clock, guys. Chargers are on the clock. Justin Herbert, young up-and-coming quarterback. Do you want to give him a weapon? Traylon Burks here would be phenomenal weapon for young Herbert. All right, let's see what they do. You got to give him another weapon here. Let's see what the bot does. What the bot does here. Sauce Gardner. All right. I can dig it. I personally, I may have gone wide receiver, but Sauce Gardner's still on the board there. Hard to pass him up, right? So that's not a bad pick at all. You know, Sauce Gardner and gosh, what's his name? I'm having a brain fart here. The other cornerback that they drafted last year, junior, right? Line them up together. I think that they got a really good secondary if they go Sauce Gardner and dang it, what the heck was his name, guys? Let me know in the chat box. Samuel Jr. Thank you, Mario. Yeah, I think that's a phenomenal combination. Saints are on the clock. Their pick is about to fall in here. You got Jameis Winston, 1 more year deal. I would probably maybe consider quarterback. Quarterback has not been selected yet. Let's see what we get here. Chris Olave. Okay. Chris Olave. I could see it. You know, they have a lot of drama going on with Michael Thomas. Will they keep him? Will they trade him? Will they cut him? So, you know, let's see what happens with Michael Thomas. He didn't play at all last year. And they kind of kept him on the bench, even though I think he was good to go towards the end of the year. They kept him on the bench, right? So Chris Olave, getting it done. Philly with their 3rd first-round pick. They are on the clock again. We need them to miss on their picks. All right. We're coming up on our pick. A couple of picks away. Philly. What do you think Philly takes here, guys? Let's see what they do. Philadelphia. That's a good pick, dude. Jaquan Brisker is a really, really good safety. He's my safety too, behind Kyle Hamilton. All right. So Hamilton went to Denver in this mock. Eagles get Brisker. That's a good pick for them. They really in this simulation, they really bolstered up that defense. You know, Nakobe Dean, Cam Thomas, Jaquan Brisker. You could really turn around a defense in one draft. So I would hate to see it, but it could happen. Steelers are on the clock. Ben Roethlisberger retired. Is this the first quarterback off the board? I just can't see them going with Mason Rudolph. He's terrible. You know what I mean? Let's see what we got here. Steelers. The pick is in. Sam Howell, the first quarterback off the board, going to Pittsburgh. All right. Having an okay Senior Bowl. All right. Practices so far. So, we'll see. We'll see about that. I'm not myself. I'm not a big Howell fan myself. You know what I mean? But I think if you put some weapons around him, he might be decent because, he was good with all the weapons he had, but then everybody left, right? Michael Carter, Javonte Williams left, and then the receivers. So it's going to be interesting to see how these GMs look at Sam Howell. Patriots are on the clock. I agree with you, Joseph. Pickett and Willis, they are better. Yeah. Okay. I agree with you, bro. Pick is in. The New England Patriots pick. Who do they take? Ooh. There you go. You give young Mac Jones a legit wide receiver. Could put that offense on in supercharged mode, man. You gotta get Mac Jones some legit receiver. Traylon Burks would be crazy. That would be a steal. I love the way he plays, how he handles himself. He does remind me of a Deebo Samuel, like I've said before, a Cordell Patterson, and I think the Patriots, they're good at scheming their players, man. You know what I mean? So I think they would really find good use of him with Mac Jones. Raiders are on the clock. They fired Mike Mayock. I don't know if Mayock is back with NFL Network, but they did can him. So let's see what they do here with their new GM. All right. Do they go wide receiver here? Let's see what they do. Jameson Williams, Alabama. Seems like that really does seem like a Raiders pick, right? Another speedster. Jameson Williams, coming off an injury though, but not bad, man. Not bad. Obviously, they lost their receiver there, and last year. Tragic events surrounding that young guy there, but it is what it is. Our pick is coming up, guys. We're getting down to it. All right. Got a lot of choices already. We still got Cross on the board. We got Kenyon Green still on the board. Pickett. We can do some crazy stuff here, guys. We can do some crazy stuff here. Here we go. Cardinals pick is in. Do they go wide receiver here? Get Kyle Murray some help. And Green, no! They took them, bro. But we do have Charles Cross in our crosshairs, guys. I would really consider him. We got 30 seconds to go here, so we'll have to go quick. Trevor Penning, Charles Cross, man. I think I gotta go Cross here, man. Offensive line. I wouldn't even blink at this pick here. I think you got to go with this pick here If anybody has any other choices, Jermaine Johnson's still available if you want to go there. No, there's no trades in this mock here, so we're gonna go Charles Cross here. Here we go, baby. We're rebuilding this offensive line. Let's make it good again. Actually, let's make it great again. All right, so there's the pick. Gives us some flexibility. I love it. I love it, man. I've been saying from the get-go, we got to rebuild that offensive line. If Kenyon Green's there, he's my boy. If Cross is there, he's my boy. You just cannot pass that up, man. You just can't. Even Trevor Penning is looking phenomenal in the Senior Bowl against legit talent. So I think his name is going to be in the mix. I think his name will be in the mix. So I think really good offensive lineman will fall to the Cowboys. It's a good possibility. You know what I mean? But it's also possible that these guys go up higher because, like I said, it's such a premium position. You know what I mean? Buffalo is on the clock. What do they do here? Josh Allen, what do you give him? What kind of help do you give these guys? Cornerback out of Florida. Not bad, man. Not bad. They got a pretty good defense there with a coordinator. And then you throw in another Elam in the mix. He's got the bloodlines there, obviously. A pretty good player. So we'll see what they do there with that in the real life. The Tennessee Titans are on the clock. All right, this is a 2-round mock. So we're gonna have some more fun here, guys. So we're almost through the first round, talking through all the prospects because that's what this is about. If you're a fan of the draft, we're having a good time tonight. Edwin. Yeah, Joseph Sandberg said it there. Walk the mock. That is the simulator here. Had a lot of fun with this last year, and we're kicking it into gear this year early. All right, here we go. Titans pick is in. Let's see what they do. There goes Zion Johnson. Okay, that's another guy, right? Zion Johnson looking the part at the Senior Bowl practices. He's another one of my guys, right? I've been looking at him. They're playing him at center. I don't like him at center. I think ultimately they're going to play him at guard, but they are giving him a look at center. But staying after practice, putting in the work, getting things done in the Senior Bowl. So I can't wait to see him in the game. All right. So Zion Johnson for Tennessee. Crazy, bro. Gonna open up holes for Derrick Henry as if he needs more help. Guy could rush for 3,000 yards. So that's a good pick. All right. So the Buccaneers are on the clock. Tom Brady just retired. Pickett still on the board, bros. Still on the board. Do they go Pickett there? There he goes. Kenny Pickett to the Buccaneers. Interesting. Very interesting. So he'll beat out Blaine Gabbert. All right. And he'll be thrown to the Wolves right off the bat. But I think Arians, he does pretty good with quarterbacks, right? We saw what he did with Andrew Luck. We saw what he did with the aging Kurt Warner. Obviously worked really good with Brady. So I think a quarterback could be in the cards for these guys, man. So if Pickett's there, that pick makes a lot of sense to me, Green Bay on the clock. As we're coming close to the end of the first round. Packers, one and done. They joined the one and done crowd, all right? So what do these guys do? Does Aaron Rodgers return, guys? Do you think they'll be back? You think Rodgers comes back? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. There goes Malik Willis. Interesting. And you know what's funny is I think Malik Willis is better than Jordan Love. I mean, that would be that would be an incredible pick. I really like Malik Willis, guys. I'll be quite honest. Didn't know much of him early on in this process, but I've been watching games of him, and I've been watching him in the Senior Bowl. Strong arm, good zip on that ball. You never know, bro. You know, you just never know. Somebody will fall in love with him. You know what I mean? That's a good little pick there. Dolphins are on the clock. They're having a whole bunch of controversy right now, obviously. Do they implode here? And see what happens, man. Miami. There you go. Fair. Not bad. Not bad. Offensive lineman. I think that makes a lot of sense. You got to give Tua Tagovailoa some help because he's fragile. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? You hit Tua in the right spot. You don't even have to hit him that hard. And he goes down and he may not get up. So offensive line makes a lot of sense there for them with that pick, right? So that's a pick that they acquired in the trade. That's why they got that number 29 pick there. But, offensive line makes sense there for them. You got to give the fragile Tua some help. Chiefs are on the clock, bros. What do you guys think they're going to do here? The Chiefs. See what they do. Roger McCreary. All right. I like Roger McCreary. Very much indeed. He doesn't really fall in the measurables that the Cowboys have. 6 foot plus and the long arms. He's got short arms. All right. But I mean, he's a playmaker, man. He's a playmaker. So he could be another one of these Asante Samuel types, right? So shout out Primetime Phil. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I'll put you on here real quick. I want the clock's going. Keep up the great offseason start. Working hard. Thanks, Primetime Phil. Appreciate you, bro. Hit up my boy Primetime Phil. He's got a good channel, up and coming channel. Check him out, everybody. Bengals. The young Joe Burrow already in the Super Bowl. All right, it's incredible. What do they do here? Trevor Penny. Wow, that would be a steal for these guys. All right, and obviously, depending on when you watch this, the Super Bowl hasn't happened yet, so I guess the simulator is guessing that the Bengals are going to lose. So they're there in Detroit, number 32 pick. They're getting that pick because of the trade for Matt Stafford, right? So that's why you see Detroit there with that 32nd pick. That's part of the Matt Stafford trade. What do these guys do? They're down there in Mobile. The coaches, it's the Jets and the Lions. So Campbell's got a good look at some of these guys. Does he take somebody here? It's going to be an interesting draft, right? Lots of interesting selections so far. Detroit. Dan Campbell's second year. They take Drake London. Could see it. We could see it. I'm not a big Drake London fan. He gets hurt. He gets dinged up too much for me. He's one of those when he's on the field guys, and I can't stand those when he's healthy players. Like, give me the durable guys all day long, bro. All day long. We're in the second round, guys. We're in the second round, so this is a 2-round mock draft. We'll keep talking through these prospects. Great conversation. Appreciate everybody that's joined us live here for this Walk the Mock 1.0. Let's see what they do here, man. Jordan Davis still on the board. Let's see what we got. Jacksonville's first pick in the second round is going to be Jordan Davis. Okay, so there went Jordan Davis. The big clogger can get to the quarterback. I could see that. I think that's the sweet spot for Jordan Davis. I think he's a back end of the second round probably, but somebody might fall in love with him and take him earlier. You know what I mean? That's why Jordan Davis for me is another one of these 1-2. I myself like Devontae Wyatt a little bit more. You know what I mean? And that's kind of been what I've been saying from the beginning. If you've seen my other prospect videos, I like Devontae Wyatt just slightly better, for what he does. But I like Jordan Davis. I wouldn't mind having him myself, if it came down to it. If that was one of the choices. Detroit back on the clock. Matt Corral. Interesting. So, not too much faith in Jared Goff. You know what I mean? And that's been a rumor here, that they really wanted the picks more, the draft picks more than they wanted Goff. So I could see that, man. I could see that. So Jets are on the clock. Let's see what we got here. Let's take a look at who's on their board here. I like Jahan Watson. I like McDuffie. Jermaine Johnson still. See, in the real draft, Jermaine Johnson, he's earning himself some big-time money, looking the part in the Senior Bowl. Brandon Smith still there. Bernard Ryman. Ebedeke, it's another good one. McBride still there. Let's see what we got, guys. We're in the second round, everybody. We're in the second round right now. Jalen Weidemeyer, tight end. Okay. Not bad, man. So you give your boy Zach Wilson a weapon there at tight end. So they got a good running back, Michael Carter, last year. Him and Javonte Williams from North Carolina really made their imprints in their rookie season. So Michael Carter, running back, Weidemeyer this year. Starting to bring some pieces here for the Jets. I think that's how the Jets should approach this. You know what I mean? You invested a high pick in that guy. You need to surround some more weapons around Zach Wilson. Giants are on the clock. JJ Green, do you think they'll get Randy Gregory signed? Good question. Giants are on the clock. See what they do here. Brandon Smith's a good pick, man. I really like him out of Penn State. Pretty fast linebacker, high production, a lot of tackles over there. That's a good pick for them. Hate to say, but that's a good pick. JJ Green, what do I think about Randy Gregory? I think I would re-sign him, but on a short deal. Right? He's not young. He doesn't have a lot of tread, but he gets dinged up here and there. Right? He's got the knee that flares up on him, and he had it scoped out right. But I low-key want to get better at edge. We need to get a little bit younger there. We need to build around Micah, get the line built up. All right. So I'm for signing Randy Gregory. Short-term deal. Don't break the bank. All right. Texans. On. Let's see who that's it. Desmond Ridder. really could see the Texans screwing up their draft like this. I'll be honest, man. They're got to be like the worst GM team in the league, man. Desmond Ridder, nah, he's all right. Even in these practices, I think he's been okay, but he's I don't know. He didn't look good in the playoff. You know what I mean? So he looked good against one of the better defenses in the college playoff, and they made him look like nothing really. So I could see the Texans doing that. I really could. I think they're good with Davis Mills, to be honest. They might have something there, but they got a lot to go. Jets. April showers? Yes, ma'am. You know it. You already know, April. We're going a little early this year. Appreciate you, April. Good to see you in the chat box. Joseph Sandberg, Jahan Dotson. I like Jahan Dotson. I think that we know that Dak doesn't really get the ball down the field. We don't want to see him passing 40 to 50 times a game. Give him the weapons that can do the crossing routes, quickness, the yards after the catch. I would love Jahan Dotson in this offense with Dak Prescott. You know what I mean? They need to build around Dak Prescott's schemes and his strengths. All right. And Jahan, man, I like him, dude. I would like to take him. David Bell still on the board. I like him too. He reminds me of a Michael Gallup, actually. So if you want a Michael Gallup type of wide receiver, David Bell would be the guy. And he's still on the board there. Let's see that here. The Bears. Where they going with, buddy? Ryman. Central Michigan. I think he's having an okay Senior Bowl. I wouldn't say that he's having an outstanding Senior Bowl practice. We'll see how Bernard Ryman looks in the actual game, but I think he's looked okay. Penning is really the guy that's earning big time money right now. He's mauling people. I've been really impressed with him so far. But Bernard Ryman in the second round, I think that's not a bad pick. You know what I mean? To get him in the second round, it's not bad. Denver is on the clock. So let's scroll through these weapons still. Abedeke's still there. Jermaine Johnson's still there. Kennard. Daxton. Got a lot of talent still here. I love it. The pick is in Denver. All right. Oh, there goes Abedeke. Arnold Abedeke, really good player, man. I like him. He's looking pretty good in the Senior Bowl practices as well. He's had some wins, and I like the Penn State guys that are coming out in this draft. I like Jaquan Brisker. I like Brandon Smith. I like Abedeke. They have some other guys out there. They're loaded. They got a good program up there right now. So that's a good little pick for them. Denver, defensive type of team. That makes sense. Seahawks with their first pick of this draft. They traded up all those picks for Jamal Adams, and here they are in the second round with their first pick. All right. I'm glad we didn't trade for Jamal Adams, bro. That was too steep of a price. They gave up too much for that guy. What did they get here? Darren Kennard. Darren Kennard, I think, is having a lot better of a Senior Bowl than I thought he was going to do. You can move him inside at guard if you want, but I think he's held up at tackle. You know what I mean? He's looked pretty good at tackle out there. He's won some good ones, and obviously we saw what Jermaine Johnson did to him. But that's what you're going to see at the next level. You know what I mean? These guys, they're going to be playing on Sundays. Darren Kennard, he'll be out there. Somebody's going to get get something out of him. Washington Commanders. All right. You think about that goofy name. Huh? Let's see what these guys do. What you got? Washington Commanders. Gordon, Washington. Yeah. Not a fan of that pick there, but it is what it is. Keeping it going. Atlanta. We are in the second round right now, guys. Our first round pick was Charles Cross, the Steel of Steels. Rebuild that O-line. All right, so let's start thinking about what we want to do for the second round. Do we want a receiver? If Jermaine Johnson's still there, I'm taking him. Tight end might be a possibility. McBride, maybe a linebacker. Logan Hall might be a possibility. Devontae Wyatt. I think I have him more as a third, fourth round. Christian Harris is an interesting pick, too, for linebacker. I like him. Kobe Bryant still available, cornerback. Mechie. The Commodores. The Commies. The Commodes. Dude, that's hilarious, man. You guys are cracking me up, man. I think I like that one, Sandberg. The Commodes. Damn, that's funny, bro. Jeez, man. Who do we got? Oh no, the Falcons took Jermaine Johnson. There he goes. And honestly, I don't see their rankings haven't been updated. You know what I mean? I don't think that Jermaine will be there in the second round. But in this simulation, the Falcons got themselves a badass edge rusher. I'll tell you that right now. Jermaine Johnson's a boss, bro. Production is the name of the game. All right. Cleveland. Let's see what the pick is here. David Bell. So that's a good pick. There's the receiver help that they need. And like I said, my comp for him is Michael Gallup. High points that ball, good enough speed to get down the field and get open, creates the separation. I like that pick. He's a yak player, so that's a good pick for them. You know what I mean? We got rid of Odell. Can't count on Landry, always hurt. I think Cleveland has to come away with a with a wide receiver in this draft. Early too. First or second round. Ravens are on the clock. We are in the second round. Got a lot of talent still on the board. I can't wait to get to our pick to see who's there. All right. Let's see what we got here, guys. Kingsley Inglebar. Edge rusher, South Carolina. That's a good player there. One of the guys I had mentioned during the season is somebody I was looking at when Foots and I talked about some of our very, very early draft picks during the season. I think we talked about these guys I think we talked about Kingsley like in November sometime. But anyway, he's not getting much first round buzz at all. You know what I mean? I think some very early mock drafts had Kingsley as a first round pick, but I'm seeing a lot more of him in the second and third round. So could be a guy to watch. Minnesota is on the board here. Let's see who they're going to on the clock. Let's see who they take. Minnesota. Did they announce their coach yet? Who's Minnesota's head coach? Daxton Hill. There goes Daxton Hill. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Does anybody know if Minnesota has announced their head coach yet? I don't think they've said anybody yet, have they? Might have missed it. If anybody knows, let me know in the chat box. Oh, that's right. The Rams OC, and that's what's that guy's name? That's right, Mario. You got it. Jaguars just announced Doug Peterson. Is that right? Doug Peterson? Interesting. Where are we at? Colts on the clock. Let's see who they're going to go with here. They got a pretty good they got good receivers. They got an outstanding running back. Quarterback, I don't know. Could you upgrade quarterback? Tony Palomo. That's it. That's the name. Kevin O'Connell. That's right. That's right. Minnesota's head coach. So Jahan Dotson to the Colts. I think that would be a really good pick for them. Michael Pittman, Jahan Dotson, along with some of the other guys that are still there, and Jonathan Taylor. Is Jonathan Taylor your number one pick in fantasy football next year? For me, probably. Jonathan Taylor, holy cow, that guy coming out of Wisconsin, I knew he was going to be a beast, right? But he really turned it up this year. That Jonathan Taylor. That would be a good pick for the Colts. I just don't believe in their quarterback. I think Wentz is just one of those guys, man. Chargers on the clock. Let's see who they're going to take here in the second round. All right. Let's see what we got here. Logan Hall. That's a good pick. And I'm not a big fan of Houston, man. I'm not. I think they bust out a lot on their secondary guys. Peyton Turner last year, I thought he was okay. No, I think the defensive tackle that came out a few years ago, he was probably the best Houston player that has come out. But a lot of the guys that come out of there are bust city, man. Bust city. But Logan Hall, I gotta say, he's looked really good, man. From what I've been watching of him and what he's done in the Senior Bowl. He's got a good swim move. I actually would not mind Logan Hall in the second round if I'm the Cowboys, but I don't know if he'll make it to our pick. Saints on the clock. Let's see what they go with. George Pickens, wide receiver out of Georgia. Interesting. Starting to see the receivers flying off the board. They are going fast and furious. So you want a good receiver, you got to get one in the second round. Looks like it. You got Mechie. Yeah, that would be good. I like Fedarian Mathis. I don't know. Would you take him in the second? Travis Jones out of Connecticut. This guy has looked good, bros. Keep an eye on this guy here. Travis Jones, defensive tackle out of Connecticut. Daniel Falele, 400-pound behemoth out of Minnesota. He's actually had a really good Senior Bowl so far. Dolphins are on the clock. All right, guys, where are we at? We're on the 19th pick. I think when we get right here to Oakland, let's try to hone in on who we may want here in the second round. Okay, let's see. You guys can go ahead and throw out some names if you want. I do like You know what? We can actually create. We can add a Q here if we want. I like Trey McBride. I'm not a big fan of Majai Sanders. I think he's too stiff. I like Devontae White. I like Christian Harris. Kobe Bryant. I don't know if you would take another cornerback. Let's see what we got here, guys. There went McBride. Dude, these guys always have to steal the tight ends, bro. I hate the Eagles. I hate these guys. You know what I mean? They're the ones that are always like hoarding the tight ends, bro. I swear. I could see them doing that crap too. So he's off. Kobe Foskey's good, but I don't know. Mechie maybe, but he's got to get back from. We got to see what his medicals are. Fedarian, Travis Jones, Falele's huge. Zach Harrison. I thought he's looked pretty good. Lewis Seen, the free safety. Brian Robinson. Kendrick. Got a lot of talent here, guys. Give me some names, guys. Who you like in the second? There went Christian Harris. He's off the board. Okay, guys. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. All right, let's see who we got on our queue here. I like these guys here. Rasheed Walker. I haven't seen enough of him, but I've heard that he's okay. Tolbert is having a good Senior Bowl at wide receiver. Sean Ryan's he's a tackle, but I like him at guard very, very much. Now we already got our tackle though, so I really don't think they'll go back-to-back offensive line, but damn, you never know. Likely's good, but I don't want him in the second. Boye Mafe, this guy's good, bro. If you haven't seen him yet, Chad Muma, a good linebacker. See what we got. Who came off the board? Who came off the board here, guys? Martin Emerson, cornerback, Mississippi State. Okay, we're a couple of picks away, guys. I'm seeing if Chindo, he's good too. Oh, Ruckert. Oh, man, I love Jeremy Ruckert. You guys know I have a crush on that guy there. He's a badass tight end. But if you can get him a little later. Junior Fahoko, no thank you. Oh, this guy here is good too. Jojo Doman. I like him a lot. James Cook, bro. You want a Tony Pollard type of player? This guy's badass. James Cook. Remember the name, bros. Remember the name. Okay. We're getting close to our pick. So let me see. Where's our queue at? Okay, here's our queue. Of these guys that we've built this little queue here, guys, right here in the middle here. We got Devontae White still on the board. Kobe Bryant, cornerback. Mechie, Mathis, Travis Jones, Bonotto, running back. Sean Ryan. That would be a really good pick if you want to double down. If you want to, because he's a guard. Sean Ryan and UCLA. That's a program that McCarthy really likes. Boye Mafe, good pick there too. Let me know in the chat box, guys, who you feeling. Wyatt. Who you guys feeling here? We got Wyatt, Mathis, Banoto, Ryan, Boyamafe. I think I would like possibly Wyatt here, defensive tackle, bolster that up. Mechie makes sense. Bryant, Travis Jones, Sean Ryan. Oh man, we got to make the pick. We got to make the pick, guys. Mathis. I'm seeing Wyatt, Mathis. Come on, guys. I gotta get some more consensus here, or I'm just gonna make a pick here. All right. We're gonna go Wyatt here with this pick. We got Devontae White in the second round. So that's not a bad pick at all. Not a bad pick at all. Devontae White, collapse the pocket, shore up that defense in the middle, plug it up. You know what I mean? An upgrade over what we have, right? And some people said Mathis, and I would be on board with that too. Fedarian Mathis is a clogger too. But Devontae White, that guy's got gas in that tank, bro. He looked impressive in that championship game. I like what he did in that game. Couldn't tire him out. You know what I mean? And you want that. You want one of these guys that's going to be up to the challenge of playing a full 4 quarters. And Devontae White, getting him in there, line him up, right? You know? Yeah, another 3 tech, you know. He's a good player. And Leon Sandcastle. Oh man. Yeah, dude. Lots of good picks. I like that Diano Falele from Minnesota, but he's just so big, man. I think you would really have to manage his weight, or he could like balloon to like I don't know, 450 pounds. He's gigantic, dude. Yeah, the distinction between a 1 and a 3, I think it's a little, I think at this point in the NFL, it's a little overrated, man. Like you get, for me, I just want guys they'll plug it up, get to the quarterback, stop the run. So, and like a 1 tech, the Cowboys, they just don't take 1 techs that high, right? That's the whole deal. That's the whole frustration with Cowboys fans is we want the big behemoth 1 tech, right? But they won't take one early. That's the unfortunate part of it here. Yeah, Danny, you think he'll be a guard? I think he would be a guard. He's held up at the Senior Bowl. Who's on the clock? Green Bay. Let's look at our queue here. We can talk about some of our prospects that I have here on the queue. Hold on, I'll let the clock run here, and then I'll expand my queue. Who we got? Booyah. Packers, John Mechie. Got to see what the medicals are on Mechie, but he could be somebody that could be a steal for somebody, right? I mean, even the Cowboys. We know that the second round is the roll the dice round for the Cowboys. So, they could do something. They could do something wild in the second round. Prime example, Darren Kendrick. He's this year's boss man fat. All right. Would you take another cornerback? They might be in the market for one. Do they cut Anthony Brown and save some cap money? They could. And if that's the case, you got Joseph. you have Jordan Lewis, Darren Kendrick could be somebody that you might think about, right? Let's see what the pick is here, guys. Tampa Bay, their second round pick. Look at these guys taking bros. Haven't studied him, so I can't comment on him at all. Can't comment on him. I haven't looked at that guy at all, so don't want to speak on that pick there. Fedarian Mathis, Travis Jones, guys. Keep an eye on this guy out of Connecticut. Watch him in the Senior Bowl. He's really popped off for me here recently. As Zach Harrison has looked really good too. I like Nick too. I think he might have a spot here. Brian, I'm sorry. If you can get him in the 4th for the Cowboys, I would. Sean Ryan, guys. My UCLA tackle the guard. Keep an eye on him. Hold on. Comes the next pick. So we got San Francisco on the pick. Let's see what the guy. Yeah, prime time. Yeah, I like him too. God, man. 49ers, bro. He's actually a good player. He's actually a very good player, actually. I think that he's another guy that you need to watch here for the line. That's a good one. I forgot about that name. Yeah. I actually forgot. He would do good in that offense too. You know, because Georgia they got some offensive linemen that are athletic there on that O line. Boye Mafe. Watch this guy in the Senior Bowl out of Minnesota. I'll keep on my eye on him. He's interesting. Let's see. Travis Jones. I mean, there's a lot of talent in this draft, though. There really is. Lewis Sign, safety. Majay Sanders. I could see that. I could see him going in the 2nd round. Yeah, Danny, I agree. Ed Ingram is another one. He's another one, right? So I would consider Ed Ingram 2nd or 3rd round if he's there. But he's making some money, right? Let me see where they got him. Where do they have? There he is. They got him rated 218. I think that's low. Yeah, they got Ed Ingram. They got him too low in here. But I like Ed Ingram. Boston College. Yeah. Yeah, they get there. They're scrappy, man. Cincinnati. There goes Fedarian. I would love to get him, man, to be honest, but I know the Cowboys won't take him, man. Man, that guy can plug some shit up, dude. Yeah. Yes. Jason Renfro, Karen Wins is really good. Yeah. He's not being talked about enough, but that's a good running back, man. See what you got here, man. Yeah, you'll have a lot of talent. Fall team, man. 3rd round. This is the last pick of our simulation, guys. We're only going to 2 rounds. So, man, appreciate everybody that joined us in the chat box, man. Fun. Walk the Mock 1.0. Okay. Let's see who the final pick of this draft is. Carson Strong, quarterback Nevada. Carson Strong, I think he's okay. He's just not very mobile. I think in today's NFL, you got to have some mobility, a little something, and I think Carson Strong doesn't have enough mobility for me. You know what I mean? I think the days of the traditional pocket passer, I think that's a stone age. You know what I mean? Unless you have a really badass front, you know. But that's it for this mock draft, guys. Appreciate everybody in the chat box. This was a lot of fun because we talk about the picks, we talk about each prospect. Who do we like? Who's moving up and down the draft boards. I'm gonna build my own board, and then what I did last year with this, I did a Dane Brugler's board, and I imported into here myself. So I may do that too, and I may build my own board. As we go through the draft season, we have a lot of time, right? We're early on in this, So, but shout out to everybody. Appreciate everybody that joined me tonight. 2-round mock. As you can see, we got Charles Cross, a steal. I really would be shocked if he's there. I don't think he would be there. And Devontae White in the second round, I think it's a really good pick. But a lot of talent that came off the board, a lot of good picks. It's a lot of talent in these early rounds, right? So, guys, do me a favor, hit that pound that like button on your way out. If you catch us on the replay, hit that pound button. Like, subscribe, and share, guys. And we'll see you for the next draft video, guys. We got a lot of good content coming up. Peep my post Senior Bowl video. I'll probably do it after the Senior Bowl. So Saturday evening, and got more NFL stuff coming up. So that's it, guys. Peace out. Peace, everybody.
On one side, but that guy on the other.
Cap mode, baby. Cap mode time, baby. You know how we do it.